guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is New Year's Eve and I went ahead and did like a poll on Instagram. I had two different makeup looks. I'll show them on the screen. And the majority voted for the like cranberry purpley one, which I totally should have checked to make sure I had those colors, which I do, but I have them in like 3 or 4 different palettes. So I'm gonna have to use a bunch of stuff to get that. But if you guys are interested in watching me create or try to create this look, then just keep watching. I went ahead and threw my hair up really quick because I hate doing my makeup with my hair down. And if you can't tell, then I already went ahead and did this eye off camera as well, just because I was sitting down and I realized I needed to look at the picture, and pictures on my phone, which is what I film with. So it's kind of like I can't look at the picture and film at the same time. So I did this eye, and I would like to say if you guys are sitting down and have like 15-20 minutes to spare and thinking you could do a quick look, this is not the look for you because it took a lot of blending for me to do and finesse to get it to look somewhat nice. I'm not a makeup artist, so I'm not amazing at makeup. I'm okay. I just like to play with it. So anywho's, let's go ahead and get started. I'll show you guys what I did. I did end up having to use quite a few different palettes just because I wanted it to look a certain way. So the first thing that I used was, I already forgot. Okay, was from this palette. It's called Aphrodite, or Aphrodite, yeah. From Bad Habit. They do dupes. So this is like a dupe of, I think it's a Huda Beauty dupe, and it was like 10 bucks, I think. Super cheap. I went ahead and primed my eye and I set it. So I wanted like a cooler tone brown. So I'm going to go in with this one called Passion. And this is just to like lay a foundation. So I'm throwing this like right in the crease and I'm going to blend it back and forth, back and forth. Takes a while to get it to where I want to because this is a cheaper palette. So although it is pigmented, it just takes a little bit to blend it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Show you guys just back and forth. Blending. All right, so now that we got that laid down, what I'm gonna do next is go in with a smaller fluffy brush, and I'm going into a different palette. We will come back to this just to like fix the edges and everything, but I'm going into this palette from Urban Decay. It's their Born to Run palette. I absolutely love this palette. It has everything. And I'm taking this shade, it's like a plum color, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that just beneath that crease shade, and then I'm also gonna pack it on the outer corner, as you can see. I'm not the best at like talking and doing makeup at the same time, but I'm gonna like try to talk some just so I don't have to cut out like a bunch of stuff. So I don't know what everyone is doing for New Year's, but last year Louise was deployed. He was in the Middle East, so I just celebrated with a few girlfriends at my house. It was really fun. And then this year, he has to work tomorrow morning. So he'll be up at like 2:30 in the morning. So he's gonna be in bed by like 8 o'clock. Usually is what when he goes to bed, like on his work days. So he will be in bed by 8 o'clock, which is also when William is in bed. And I don't really feel like sitting at home by myself on New Year's Eve. So I am actually going to leave the boys at home and go to my friend's house, and she's having a little party. She bought hats and stuff and some cute decorations. So I'll go there that night, or tonight, that's tonight, yeah. I'll go there tonight after I put the boys to bed. Just hang out, have some fun. Can't really do too much since I am, you know, pregnant, so drinking is off the table. It wasn't last year, so last year was fun, but this year it's a no-no. So I got that blended in. We'll still do more blending, so what I'm gonna do now is just do the outer portion of the lid. But yeah, and then this morning I actually went out which is really nice because I hardly get to go out much by myself. So I went out by myself with a couple of the girls from my kickball team, went to breakfast. It was nice. It wasn't the best because I woke up at 8, which is late for me. I'm usually up by 7-ish because that's when William is up, but he slept in. And breakfast was at 9, so I had to hurry to take a shower and dry my hair, which doesn't take long anymore since it's short. So we went there and we waited, gosh, like an hour and a half for our food, which was not cool because I was up at 8. I don't think I got my food until 10. So 2 hours without eating, being 32 weeks pregnant, was not recommended. And then when everybody got their food, I was literally the last person to get their food. And I was like, come on, like, seriously? Everybody was eating in front of me. And I'm just sitting there waiting for my food. And they also didn't have enough chairs. We were short 2 chairs, so we had to wait for other people to leave to steal chairs so we could sit down. And they like didn't have any chairs in the back or anything, which was kind of weird because you'd think they would keep extra in case a chair breaks or something. Like, I mean, what are you gonna do? But whatever. So I think that is good for now. So what I'm gonna do is go back into the first fluffy brush I used and just kind of blend out the top just to blend together since we were mixing some colors. Again, we are gonna come back and like do this all over again. This is why it takes forever, because you gotta just blend if you want it to look good. So next, which I wasn't really intending to do, but I did anyway because I feel like it made it look more clean. So I'm going to do a half cut crease. So with that, I like to use a really, really light concealer. So I have this one from e.l.f. It's like a $5 concealer. And how I do this is I just pop it on my lid a little bit. Then I open it, open my lid up high so it kind of like places to where the crease is. That way you have like a guide of where to go. And typically, I'm just doing a half cut crease. Typically when I do a full cut crease, I have like a bigger brush like this. But since it's a half one, it's gonna be more detailed. I'm gonna use this smaller one. These are both from Morphe. Recommend both of them. They're from like a Jaclyn Hill collection. But I'm gonna go ahead and carve this out. This is, again, I'm not a makeup artist, so I'm not the best at this. It takes practice, and that's like one of the main reasons why I started filming YouTube videos, because I figured if I'm sitting down and filming and doing makeup, I will hopefully eventually get better at it. All right, so I need to shut up and focus, so I'm gonna do this really quick, quietly. All right, so that didn't turn out as good as this side. I went a little too far over here. So what I'm gonna do is take that purple shade from the Urban Decay palette, and I'm gonna go like right over the edges and blend that out so it doesn't look so sharp. And cover up that little mess up I did, if I can. And then I'm also going to blend like the crease of the concealer and the purple shade together up top. Again, just so it doesn't look as like perfect, because sometimes you don't want it to look like a perfect cut. At least in my opinion, I don't. I like to blend the edges together. All right, so next, another thing that I don't typically do is glitter glue, but for the sake of me getting ready super early right now, just so I could have this video up, I want my makeup to last, so totally skip this. You don't have to do this part, but I'm just gonna do it. I just have this glitter glue from Too Faced. And I'm just gonna pop that on top of the concealer for some extra hold. So the trickiest part for me for this video is trying to match a glitter or shimmer to that picture. So the closest thing I could find that I had was from this Huda Beauty Nude Light mini palette. And it's this like shimmery shade right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this on. I like to use my finger because if I use like a brush, I feel like it gets everywhere with glitter, and with my finger, I can get it exactly in the spot that I want to. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack this on the concealer and over that glitter glue. And this is also when I'm doing glitter and stuff, I pretty much always do my eyes first, but just so I don't risk any fallout or anything to get all over my face, I prefer to do my eye makeup before any of my face makeup. All right, so that is on, and to add a little more to it, I got this Colourpop Truly Madly Deeply palette. And there's a lot of controversy on these palettes that have this pressed glitter on them because they do have, well, this one doesn't have it. I don't know why, but they typically have like little asterisks beside them, and it says, you know, not intended for eye area because it is a pressed glitter. So a lot of people are kind of like iffy on putting that on their eyes because it could potentially get into your eye and cause issues or whatnot. I like to use it still. I have had zero issues with it. But what I'm going to do is take this one right here called Indio. It's a nice pressed glitter. Like you can see all the glitter on that. And I did get quite a little bit of fallout from this on this side of my face. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop that on top of the shimmer that I already placed. And yeah, you can see it adds a little extra. All right, so the next thing that we are going to do is go in with that very first shade that we use, that like cool toned brown, with that fluffy brush, just like a little bit, and we're just gonna blend that and the purple together really quickly. And then the very last thing, as far as eyeshadow on the upper lid, is take a smaller detail brush and dip back into that purple shade. Like I said, like there's a lot of steps, a lot of blending. Took me a good minute to do this. And then I'm just gonna blend the edge and the glitter part together. All right, you guys, so the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and pop on my eyeliner, mascara, do my face makeup, and then I will be right back and we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do on the lower lash line, because in the picture, her eyes are closed so you can't see if she has anything on the lower lash line, and I typically don't really wear much down there, so we will see what we're gonna do with that. But yeah, I'll be right back. All right, guys, I am back. Went ahead and did my face, lipstick, blah, 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 blah. I'll give you a close-up of what we've got going for the eyes. So what I'm gonna do next is the highlighter that I use, which is from Colourpop. I'm actually gonna take a small detailed brush and I'm going to place it like right under my brows and then in the inner corner. I'm making sure this has purple eyeshadow on it. So probably don't want to use that one. So does anybody have any New Year's resolutions or anything? I am not really one to make those because I can never keep them. and I'm just like not into that. But I do like to plan things. And like if you are into planning, I'm going to hit up my sister-in-law. She makes all this cool like planner stuff. Like she makes stickers and die cuts and planners, all this stuff. I will show some pictures on the screen of what she does, and I'll also go ahead and link her website in the description. So shout out to you, Amy. I love you. So yeah, if you guys are into that, I do like planning, but I plan like way in advance too. But I still do like to do like last minute things too. But it does kind of freak me out, last minute stuff, because I like to have things planned. So if you guys are into that, you should totally check that out. And I'm also gonna pop that like in the inner corner right here. This highlighter is from like their limited edition Disney Princess collection. Like their second one they came out with. And this highlighter is insane. Like you can see it right here. It's pretty blinding. So we got that done. I got goop in my eye. Hold up a sec. Got it. Okay. So as far as the under eye, I think what I'm going to do is stick with the same brush. And I could totally ruin everything by doing this, but I'm going to try it anyways. I'm going to go into the purple shade, the dark one, just so it'll kind of match. And I'm going to run this on the bottom lash line. We will see how this goes. Ooh, I'm scared. I don't really typically ever put anything down here because sometimes I feel like it makes me look too cakey, but I feel like my lid is a little dramatic, so I kind of need to match that somewhat underneath. I'm not gonna go too crazy though, honestly. Just like a light wash. All right, so we got that on the bottom line. So next I'm just gonna pop this Colourpop eyeliner into my waterline really quick. Another thing I also did is, if you are familiar with tight lining, I did that too. So I just kind of, because I don't wear false lashes like ever, I'm not really into that, but I just take my gel pen and kind of just underneath the lashes, just because I don't want it to show like any skin peeking through on my lashes or anything, so I want it to look dark and dramatic. So I'm just gonna pop this on the lower lash line and throw some mascara on, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so this is a completed look. I also went ahead and swapped my lip color. The one that I had on didn't really match to me, so I went for a little darker one, same gloss, different lipstick. But yeah, I think it turned out okay. I don't know if it necessarily matches the picture that I posted, but I like it. I think it's pretty. I'll give you guys a little close-up. But yeah, looks good to me. I like it. It was fun, relatively easy. Let me know what you guys think. If you are gonna try this, then tag me in any pictures that you take of yourself. Let me see that. Make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you on my next video. Thanks for watching.